Have you ever had a game that you lost, but you want to play again?
Tabletop games you played in the past? Board games, card games, RPGs, D&D, you know, all those good stuff.
I have, Derp, thank you. No. Let's get those cogs turning.
Gaming news of the week.
Derp, I got nothing. I got no news to give.
You don't?
No. There's
That's
a lot.
Okay. No.
There's a lot of news, and it's hard to catalog and categorize them with the craziness that's.
No, I think your brain is just fried from the simple fact of all your editing, and you done sharded yourself. Mentally.
Maybe, it's draining. The editing process is a draining experience, and but it's worth it in the end. You get a great product, and you get a great visual representation of your own creativity come together, full circle, full swing, and it's just glorious to see the end result. So all of that brain draining is totally worth it.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know what we're talking about, Blue did an epic trailer for his new summer event, which, Blue, would you like to say something about that?
Sure, why not? So this summer, we're doing a brand new summer event called Summer of Sequels!
Not to be confused with the Summer of Sploosh.
Summer of Sploosh was last year. It was awesome. Kel and Andrew gave me the idea, and I ran with it. We played water video games for the entire summer, and it was awesome. It was a blast. But this year, we're mixing it up, and we're doing Summer of Sequels. You want to know what the sequels are all about? You want to know? Do you want to know?
Yeah, maybe we want to know.
All right, well, check this out.
What are you looking to do?
Well, Derp, I've played nearly 70 games in the last 3 years. Did you know that?
Really?
70 games. Right? If you want the exact number, it's more like 67. So I need 3 more games to hit that 70.
67?
At least I think it's 67, or was it 64? I'll have to recount. But anyway, we're near the 70 mark. And after this summer event, we would have hit it, which is awesome. So, I don't know, there's a lot of sequels to the games that we've played over the years, and there's a lot of them I haven't even touched base on yet, and I feel like this summer event is a way we can tackle those games to either continue the franchises we've started or to close them out. For example, Dino Crisis, we streamed that one in 2018, and I have not played Dino Crisis 2 yet. So that's going to be on the summer list. And I've streamed Halo 1 and 2, have not streamed 3. That's definitely going to be on the list. Ooh, my personal favorite, Onimusha. We streamed 1, 2, and 3. Have not streamed 4. That will be on the list. So,
AKA Dawn of Dreams.
Yes. Onimusha, Dawn of Dreams. I'm very excited. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. But there's only one problem.
A problem, you say?
Yes, one problem. I don't know which game I'm going to start with.
Well, you could put a poll.
I'm thinking I'm going to do that. No, I'm just kidding.
I
did do that.
Yeah. You did do that.
I did. I put a straw poll together. It's in our Discord. Links on the video of the trailer. Twitter, Facebook. It's all over Paradigm social media. So if you guys want to vote for the game that you want me to play first, please help me out, and we'll use that game to kick off this event.
And honestly, if you guys aren't hyped for it, get hyped for it. Go watch the video, even on our YouTube or on our Discord, anywhere that you can find our material, and look at the trailer that Blue did. By the way, I am the final wise man voice at the end, while Omega is the wondrous screaming voice yelling at Blue towards the end of the video.
Oh my god, I can't thank you and Omega Apex enough for actually lending me your voice. Omega, I needed the guy to say, you gotta go back, you could do this. I wanted him to be my Marty McFly, and I don't see why he would have said no to that. And he didn't. He said, yes, I'll do it. And it was great. He sent me an audio clip, and it was repeating 3 lines with different inflections, different takes, different variations of it, and I got to choose the best parts and put them all together, and it's great. And you were my wise man. You were my wise man in this movie trailer with the motivator.
Yeah, I sent you...
You were my Mr. Miyagi.
I sent you 2 video or voice clips, and you didn't use the other one.
Right.
Which I understand.
I did the same thing with Omega. I'm like, here, just read these lines, and then I'll use what I need for the video, and it worked perfectly. You guys were amazing. I could not have asked for anything better, so thank you.
It was pretty freaking epic. You put that together very well.
Thank you.
I thought it was going to be much cheesier. Much cheesier, but it was actually fairly decent.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I recorded all the things on my phone. I got all the video clips of me with my phone. I don't have a video camera anymore. I used to have a video camera that I used mini DV tapes back in the day when I used to record short films, but I don't have those anymore. But telephones, God, I sound old when I say that. Cell phones these days have those HD 4K cameras in it, and I was like, let's figure this out. And I just basically placed my camera around my room and made it work.
The only critique I have.
What's that? You got a critique? What you got?
It looked like you were falling asleep in the starting picture.
Oh, good. Well, I wanted it to look like that I was already asleep, or like I was meditating, or I was contemplating. I did. That's why my eyes were closed. So the effect was perfect. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you.
Sleeping or constipating, I don't...
Hey, I did wake up in a daze in this trailer, and it could be interpreted into whatever you want it to be. Maybe I had to go to the bathroom. Who knows?
No, but overall, it was a very good trailer.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, speaking of movie trailers as well, not necessarily a trailer, but movie news. Borderlands started casting their people.
Yep. Borderlands. And you know what? That's technically video game related, so bring it into the fold, man. Do you know who's directing this?
No.
His name's Eli Roth. He did the Hostel movie. He also stars in Inglourious Bastards. He's the Bear Jew. He's an actor and he's a director. But who did they announce recently that's supposedly going to play an important character from the series?
Cate Blanchett, a.k.a. Underworld.
No. That's Kate Beckinsale. Cate Blanchett is Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord of the Rings. Oh, she
played Galadriel.
The elf?
Yeah.
Yeah, the elf. Okay.
She was also the evil villain in Thor Ragnarok.
Okay. See, now, when I see her, like, her actual... So, I have two problems with this whole movie thing.
What you got?
Borderlands is a cel-shaded thing. So, my worry is that if they just do this as a live action, it loses its charm because most of Borderlands' charm is based off of its cel-shaded graphics and its cartooniness.
Its visual art style?
Yeah, that's Borderlands. And then on top of that, I don't see Cate Blanchett as a good Lilith. I feel she is a little bit older than what we should be looking for a Lilith.
What about those special Hollywood visual effects, man? We can make her look younger, like Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man when they made him look like he wasn't the pickup artist.
Okay, not even that on a matter of age, but she has a very, very thin facial frame. Yeah. Lilith doesn't have a very thin skeletal facial frame. It's rounded a bit. But Cate Blanchett is very sunken in cheeks. She has very high cheekbones, and she just... So
you're more worried about the visual looks of who she is as a person. Because matching Lilith versus her, versus makeup and cosplay and special effects, I mean, I think they could make it work.
They could make it work, but the same thing is I'm just mainly worried about the cel-shaded thing and the charm that is Borderlands.
All right, fair enough. The way video game movies go these days, I mean, they're all about having something that's not Super Mario Brothers from 1993 and a little bit more of an accurate representation of the gaming world, for the most part, minus the Resident Evil movies.
Though I know this movie doesn't exist, but Silent Hill 2?
It's an indie film, yeah. That is definitely a fan-made film, in my opinion. It was poorly filmed, poorly acted.
Okay, I didn't think that one existed. Cool.
Cate Blanchett is an Oscar-winning actress, so she has the acting chops for it.
I get it. I get that. I know. I'm not going to knock it till I've seen it. It's just I'm worried.
I know you are.
Worry.
Derp, I know you're worried. That's why I'm poking you. I'm poking the bear, man.
Yeah, but this bear's not going to get mad over this. I just hope it's good. That's all.
I know, and I'm the glass half full, optimistic kind of guy. I'm hoping it's good too, and I won't judge it until I see it as well. I pay attention. Well, it's not that I pay attention. I follow so many video game pages, websites, and I get alerts for everything. Like, you know how obsessed I am with the gaming industry. I see everything within the first 5 minutes, and if I feel it's important, which most of the time it is, I immediately share that on Facebook, Twitter, and our Discord.
Yeah.
It's just something I love to do. But at the same time, it's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing to know everything in the industry, but it's a curse when you know too much.
You know what you also know too much of?
What's that?
Rumors for Silent Hill.
God damn it, there's a new rumor, Derp. There is a new rumor. There is another rumor. And this one's from the same artist who went to Konami, took pictures, posted it on his Instagram. He posted another one right after the Dead by Daylight Silent Hill reveal. And he just says, "We're just getting started." I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Are you? Stop jerking my chain. Stop teasing me. This is not fair. I swear to God, Derp, if a new Silent Hill game is actually debuted on any system, I don't care if it's on fucking an Android phone and it's not a pachinko machine, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna jump for joy. I'm gonna say, called it, and we're all gonna celebrate. I'll take a shot. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Blue cosplays Pyramid Head.
Fuck it, I'll do it. Yes, I'll make it out of duct tape. I don't even care. It'll be great. I have to do something to celebrate if Silent Hill is a thing. I never thought in my lifetime, after that whole Konami fiasco, that I would actually get to see Silent Hill. But the more they tease this shit, the more I'm starting to believe it, and I'm afraid I'm gonna get heartbroken when I get nothing. And it's too much.
What are you talking about? You got a new Silent Hill game.
And Dead by Daylight, dude. Oh my God, that Silent Hill reveal was amazing. The detail they put in the Midwich Elementary School for that level, my jaw dropped to the floor. Pyramid Head's cool, but the fact that they got the school and it's represented perfectly, which is a rare thing to see in a crossover game. It just makes me so happy. I'm very happy. It's fitting for the Dead by Daylight game, and it's actually making me want to replay the game, Dead by Daylight.
Good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just, now you had to poke the bear, now I just poked the bear, and it was glorious.
Fucking Silent Hill rumors, man, I swear to God. I should play a Silent Hill game on stream after my summer event. Or fuck it, maybe if I complete all of the games that I have on my list, maybe we'll end it with a Silent Hill game.
Downpour.
Maybe I'll actually play Downpour and finish it on stream for once, because we started it on stream, but something happened and I didn't finish it.
I'm pretty sure you've beaten every Silent Hill game except 4 on stream.
On stream, no. I have not done 3 yet on stream, and I have not done 4.
Oh, okay.
And I need to do 3, I need to do 4, I need to do Downpour. I've done Silent Hill 1, 2, Shattered Memories on the Wii, and Origins on the PSP.
It's a good list.
That is a good list.
How about that remake, the remaster?
I didn't stream any of the remasters, and I don't intend to. They're horrible ports. Fuck that game. Fuck that series. Fuck that HD collection, and fuck Konami for screwing over Hideo Kojima. And I streamed PT demo. That also counts. And we finished that demo, and it was excellent.
But you know what you haven't finished?
What?
Visage.
No, but I actually plan on returning to that during the scary season of October.
That's so far away.
Well, you gotta figure, I'm doing a whole summer event. I've got 6 games planned. That's gonna go from like maybe June to September, maybe August. But as soon as the scary month's going, Visage will be probably one of the first 2 games I play.
Okay, good point.
I promise you, I will play that. And everybody who's been waiting for me to play that, I can only think of like maybe Scarlet 2014. Scarlett really wanted me to play Visage this year, and or last year. She wanted me to play it last year, and I haven't yet, so my bad.
My bad. Good job,
We're gonna
Blue.
fix that. We're gonna fix this. It's gonna be great.
Poor Scarlett. Teased by Blue.
Yeah, I'm thinking about playing this. Nah, we'll get back to it in a year.
Jesus.
Derp, what were we talking about? How did I end up here? I'm lost. You need to help me veer back on the path.
Let's go to the gaming highlights.
Oh, okay. You don't want any more news we got to talk about, or are we good?
I think we're good. That was actually everything pretty much.
Gaming highlights and goals of the week.
And as we now know, we have combined these two because it was kind of repetitive.
Yeah, Derp, you need to stop repeating yourself. I'm getting tired of hearing your voice.
I know, me too.
I'm kidding. You know I love you. You're great. You're fantastic.
Like a nice swift kick to the groin. I got it. I know.
Mr. Fantastic, Mr.
Are you drinking
Bombastic.
a beer? Are you drinking a beer and tea?
I ran out of glassware. There's water in this cup.
You still got beer left.
I do. It's it's delicious. It's fantastic, but my mouth is dry, and the water helps moisten it back up.
Calm down, Omega.
Oh, speaking of voices, Derp, how'd you like that trailer voice in that preview I put together?
Yeah, I know that was Omega.
No, it wasn't. That was me.
That was you?
That was me.
I thought you were messing with Omega's voice.
Nope, that was all me.
Okay, well, I stand corrected. I totally thought that was Omega.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just thought I'd ask because I was hoping to freak you out. So basically it was me going, in a world full of video games. I did that, but then I put that in my Adobe Audition program and I manipulated that shit and made it sound more epic.
Yeah, I thought you just manipulated Omegas.
Nope, that was all me. I went from like, oh yeah, to going like this.
Paradigm Gaming presents.
And it was great.
That's amazing. That was actually really cool.
Thank you. Anyway.
So that would be his highlight of the week.
Oh yeah, gaming oh dude, no, I have gaming highlights of the week, dude. You go first though.
Oh, okay. Well, I have become a full straight up D&D nerd.
Yeah.
In every way, shape, and form. Like I have always been one, just never had the time or drive because of lack of people to play with. But over the past week and a half, 2 weeks or so, since we didn't really discuss it much last week, since we had Omega on there on our Cogcast,
which was awesome, by the way.
Yeah, that was fun. That was enjoyable.
That was the most fun I've had recording.
And
I loved it.
You guys can expect more episodes like that. Maybe not with Omega, but we will have Omega back. But maybe we'll pick up another person and just have that similar kind of conversation and just chill and talk with them.
Yeah, I like it.
But anyways, this is moving along on the fact. So obviously I am still doing my own tabletop RPG and crafting it. And I'm working on that slowly, which I actually picked up a tablet today that I can take around with me easier than a laptop and write out and continue working on it when I'm away from the house. Easier.
That's cool.
So,
Sweet deal.
I did that as well. I'll be able to write campaign stuff for Monster of the Week.
What is Monster of the Week?
Monster of the Week is a RPG game or series based off of an apocalypse. It's called Apocalypse World or Apocalypse. It's the Apocalypse series rule set or whatever. It's like D&D has their own rule set. Apocalypse World is a separate one. But basically it's narrative heavy and you only use 2d6 die to do everything in the game. And it's completely better done improv.
Improv.
Improv?
Improv.
Improv. Improv.
Improv.
Improv. Improv.
Improv. Where you basically craft the story as you go and let the people make their choice and describe what they're doing, and then you roll for certain situations, and then the keeper, the dungeon master, plays off of that and increases or moves along the story based on what's happening or how good they roll.
Oh, okay.
And it's really interesting, and I got the idea to want to do this from the Adventure Zone because I just finished their Amnesty arc, which bases entirely off of Monster of the Week.
Oh, that's cool.
Which, again, Monster of the Week is based off of those old TV shows and old movies that were like Monster of the Week, like Buffy. Just shows that had cryptids or supernatural stuff to it. Supernatural being another one of them. It just has monsters and people who have magic or special powers or something like that. There's even a class that doesn't even have powers. that's just a standard person, but they get bonuses for giving their party bonuses for being captured or doing stuff. It's great, but every class is different, and it makes it really interesting. But I have a few people that are interested, and we're going to be starting doing that in a few weeks, and I'm actually going to be putting that up as a separate podcast as well.
Oh, Derp's leaving me for another podcast.
No, I'm not leaving you, but you know what? I already said that you were free to join, and maybe we could get a session with you and Gertrude too if you wanted to play.
Yeah, I actually brought that up with her, and she seemed interested. Once we get our schedules situated for work, because we both work the same hours now, starting Monday, we might be able to get something together after that.
That would be awesome, because I would love to play a game with you guys.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So on top of my Glittrix and everything, I'm going to be starting sessions with that and coming up with story and running that as the keeper, is what they call the DM in this game. So
okay,
that's going to be a lot of fun.
Exciting. That's exciting. I'm excited for you.
That's pretty much all I've been doing, along with playing D&D every Thursday with R and family.
Nice.
And that's been a lot of fun.
How long is that session going on?
I have no idea, but it goes for about 2 to 3 hours on Thursdays.
Oh, okay. So do you join in every Thursday?
Now, yeah, the past 2 Thursdays I have been, but I did stream it Thursday, 2 days ago. I streamed it Thursday night.
You did. I was there. I chimed in for a bit.
Yeah.
You brought the samurai cat back.
I did bring the samurai cat back. I forgot about that. Yeah,
that was so cool.
I did bring the samurai cat back, and I'm testing it out to make sure it will work properly. We'll see with more extensive CPU and GPU usage if I can use it.
It was very excited. I miss that cat. That cat was the face of Paradigm Gaming for a long time. We need more of that cat in our lives.
Yes, I know. I need more of that cat in my life too. Because it's me, right?
Don't worry. It's you. It's you. And not only that, but we still have the emotes to celebrate them, which is great.
Correct.
Yes.
So what were your highlights, sir?
What have I been doing? Oh.
Mario Golf? Getting your ass whooped by your wife?
Yeah, that was the thing. I played Mario Golf on the GameCube. We hooked it up to my TV because I've got a Hyperkin HDMI cable. Not a sponsor for the Nintendo GameCube.
But you could be.
Well,
Hyperkin.
Arcane and I have been playing Everybody's Golf on the PS4, and I wanted to switch it up to Mario Golf because we've never played it before. Had a lot of fun doing that. Actually, I played around a little earlier too, and I'm getting a little bit better. Golf is relaxing. It's one of those games where it's mindless, and you get to just have fun, reflect and just play golf. It's great. It's fantastic. Oh, you were mentioning PC parts, Derp. That did get me to think about my PC future. I have all of the parts here with me. They have all shipped except for one. My PC case arrives Tuesday, according to Amazon. So I'm building a brand new computer, and it's going to be super sweet. And then as soon as I get everything up and running, we'll be able to play Monster Hunter World together. And that's also going to be exciting because you got me the game. And now my computer right now can't handle it. So even editing all of those videos and trailers recently, my computer's having a hard time rendering it and processing it. My program's crashing with the amount of stuff I'm adding to it and all the effects and layers and stuff. So I'm looking forward to a brand new computer that can handle like 5,000 tabs open and have Photoshop, Adobe Edition, Pinnacle Studio, and 10,000 videos playing all at once. I think my new computer can handle all of that.
I wouldn't be surprised. It is going to be a fucking beast.
Yep. No, I'm very excited.
And
I've got that
heavy on the fucking.
Yeah, no, I went all out for this one. I got a high-end motherboard. I've got the top-of-the-line Ryzen AMD processor, RAM. I got top-of-the-line RAM.
Your brother got you a sick-ass card.
My brother got me a sick-ass card. It's the GTX 2080. Oh my god, this sucker's a beast. So yeah, I'm excited to put all this stuff together and be in beast mode for a computer for the next 10 years.
No,
that's why you go all out.
It'll be like 6. Let
me have my fun. 10 years, Derp.
Okay, 10 years.
Come back to me in 7.
Come back at the drop of the paradigm.
Well, the Cogcast is over again, guys. You heard it here, folks. Let's backtrack. Let's backtrack. Derp still got jokes. I love that. We're gonna continue to make that joke, and I'm gonna continue to exploit it. But yeah, my PC is gonna be awesome, dude. I can't wait. I'm gonna put it together, hopefully within the next week after I get all my parts together, and it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be fantastic. But other than that, I'm trying to think, was there another game that I played that was just awesome?
Oh, Shenmue.
I finished Shenmue.
You did.
I finished Shenmue 2 in our last stream. And not only was it amazing, the final fight on top of the 40th floor, while Lon D, the killer, my father's killer, in a helicopter, watching me fight the final boss. Lon D was not the final boss, by the way, which sucked. But it was epic. Reliving that moment was super cool. But guess what happened after I was done, Derp?
You had to walk for 14 minutes through a forest.
It was longer than 14 minutes. The game didn't end. I
meant 40 minutes.
I was about to say, it was at least... The game lasted another hour, and it was horrible. Oh my god, it dragged on forever. I'm like, when are we gonna get to the goddamn credits? I beat the last boss. It was nothing but running and talking, and running and talking. And I skipped through most of the dialogue, and it still took me almost an hour. And it was absolutely horrible. And when the credits finally rolled, I'm like, wait, you just dropped a bomb on me. What does this mean? When is part 3 gonna come out? And I was like, oh, wait, I'm reliving my past when this game came out 20 years ago and we were never going to get a Shenmue 3. And then I fast-forwarded to the future. The future. I fast-forwarded to the future. I fast-forwarded to the future and I realized, oh yeah, I own Shenmue 3. And it's great because I bought it on sale on Epic and I'll play it probably after the Summer of Sequels event. Maybe I'll include it after it's all done, but I already did say I'll have to throw Silent Hill.
The fall of threequels.
Yeah, the fall of threequels. I did say I was going to throw Silent Hill in the mix, but ultimately Shenmue 3 is going to be played, and I'm so damn excited. 20 years later, we're finally going to see what the hell's going to happen between Ryo Hazuki and Lon D.
I love how it looked like you were about to say suck it. You're like, Lon D.
Lon D, suck it. But yeah, Derp, it's my highlights. It's my highlights of the week, man.
It's a good highlight.
And the only goal I really have is to jumpstart the Summer of Sequels event, and I already have that in the works. The trailer's up, and everyone listening to this podcast now can see the promo video I put up that explains all the games we're going to be playing during the event. You guys can go vote for it. I'm very excited. It's a great time.
And just watch that trailer because it's epic.
It is epic. This summer's going to kick ass, dude. You want to know why?
Because you chew bubblegum?
That's right.
And you're all out of gum?
That's right. That's exactly why it's going to kick ass. We're making it happen. We are creating our own reality, and I say summer's going to kick ass, therefore it is going to kick ass. So suck it, Lon D.
Oh, Blue's bringing all the... Blue's...
Is that what you're looking for? Is that what you wanted?
Yep, that was exactly it.
Awesome.
So... Blue's going to be bringing all the retro sequels.
Yep.
And I'm going to be bringing all the D&D nerdery.
So what you're saying is we've got a variety.
We always have a variety.
Yeah. So
but come for epic story. That's what we're trying to say. It's all going to be epic story. That and you get to hear me do some terrible accents on stream.
Give me an example. I'm putting you on the spot. Give me an example.
Oh, hey, my name's Dom Derpley. But you can call me Double D.
Hello, Double D. My name's Blue.
Name's Double D because that's the way I like him.
My name's Blue because I love to choke myself at night.
Holy shit. You guys heard it here, folks. Blue likes to be choked at night. And... on that note...
a word from our sponsor.
Good job. You knew.
Yep, I had a feeling.
Blue put me into the tunnel before I could do it to him this time.
How does it feel, bitch?
It feels dark. I feel cold.
We're out of the tunnel now, dude. It's okay.
You're still an asshole.
I know. When did that happen, by the way? When did we switch roles? It's usually you and me.
I'm just becoming too predictable.
Hoo-ah!
So we have a bunch of stuff. Let's start with the wondrous thing of our community topics.
What did we put for community topics, Derp?
What childhood game that you played in your youth, which you don't have anymore, would you like to play again?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Why don't you go first on this one?
Oh, I see how it is. I know this is going to sound really repetitive. Is Legacy Kane Soul Reaver 1 and 2. I have them on GOG,
Oh.
but they don't work.
Why not?
I don't know. But I haven't tried them with my new graphics card yet either. Ooh, I should try that. Maybe it was just a glitch with the other graphics card. I don't know. Anyways, but right now, I do not have Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2. I have them, but they do not work, and I cannot play them because I do not have a PS1.
Well, Derp,
or PS2.
I'm very sorry you don't have them that work. But I have an olive branch for you, sir.
An Olive Garden?
Yes, where you have unlimited.
Is it all you can eat pasta?
Yes, with unlimited breadsticks.
Yeah, the breadsticks are good.
Derp, I'm playing Soul Reaver 2 during the Summer of Sequels event, and I invite you to come watch it as I play it.
You invite me to come watch it, dude. You know I'm gonna be there if I can be there regardless.
I know. I just wanted.
But I appreciate the invite.
I just wanted to let you know that I care about your loss, and I'm happy to make sure you know that there's an invite for you in our place called Paradigm Gaming.
I feel special.
Well, good.
You guys, I can come to our own channel.
Yay! What were we talking about before we got distracted? PG?
Childhood games that you don't have anymore.
Oh, yeah, Legacy of Kain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to play Legacy of Kain, and I extended you an olive branch.
That olive branch. What is it with you and an olive branch?
I don't know. It just came to me, dude. It just came to me, you know?
This is what happens when Blue doesn't have a script, guys.
It's not a script, they're cue cards. You know, when I want to stay on topic, I have bullet points. The bullet points are what I focus on, but I don't have those tonight. I just said, fuck it, and this is great. It's freedom.
Freedom. Now tell me your freedom and what you have lost from the lack of freedom as far as games goes. What do you miss?
Well, I really got to think about that, Derp, because for as many video games as I have and I've purchased and I've bought and I've collected and I've acquired, there's a lot of games out there that I'm still on the hunt for that I don't have anymore. But when it comes to... You said childhood. So when I think of games to my childhood that I have most of them. But there are some that are missing. Some of them got magically, mysteriously disappeared. Like Silent Hill 3 is missing. I need to find that again and purchase it.
I mean, that counts. That fully counts. What about Silent Hill 4? Do you have that?
Yeah. No, the only one I seem to be missing is Silent Hill 3 for PlayStation 2 is the one that I'm actually missing. And it disappeared maybe 8 to 10 years ago. And it's hard to find, and when you do find it, it's not cheap. It's very expensive. It's at least... You'd be paying a full brand new... You would be paying a full price game for Silent Hill 3 if you saw it still in a perfect condition.
You got a whole list of Sega Genesis games to get now.
That's true. I have a Sega Genesis now because of you, Derp, and I missed out on the whole entire Sega Genesis library. The only time I got to play any Sega games growing up was at my local YMCA, where I got to play games like Sonic 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was one of my favorite games. I have it now. I have 1 and 2, but there's 2 games that I've been dying to play on my own, and that's Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. I've never played them, and I've never owned them, but I have them technically on the Sonic Mega Collection for GameCube, but it's not the same. I want the cartridge on top of the cartridge experience that a lot of kids had in my youth.
Yeah,
Because that's what Sonic and Knuckles was all about. You put Sonic 3 on the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge, you put that thing in your Sega Genesis, and all of a sudden you can play as Knuckles. That's the coolest shit in the world. I want that experience.
The old days of expansions.
I thought of one game, Derp, that when I was a kid, me and my brother Sam would go to Blockbuster, and we used to rent a game that I've never owned that I've always wanted to find and purchase and own for myself.
What's that?
Gomon, Legend of the Mystical Ninja.
Oh. I remember that game, actually.
That game was a lot of fun. I never knew the Gomon series existed. Apparently, most of their games were only in Japan. They had some on Super Nintendo in Japan, but we never got them in America. But they had one on the Nintendo 64, and they brought that over to the States, and we rented it on a whim, going, let's just try it out and see what it's like. And I had so much fun. It's wacky, it's goofy, it's funny, and it was just a joy to play and experience gaming with my brother. That's one I would love to find again and get into my library and own. That would be fantastic. And while I'm on it, I'm thinking of one more.
Let it flow from you.
I know, all this thinking about games is now starting to go through my head. I'm thinking, oh god, it escaped me. Hold on, it was a big one. There's another one on the Nintendo 64 that I don't have that I'm missing. What I got, the game we streamed Castlevania 64, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they came out with a pseudo sequel called Castlevania Legacy of Darkness.
Oh, I remember that.
They basically fixed all the bugs from Castlevania 64, actually added a little bit more of a story to it, more cutscenes, and expanded the lore, and they added in a brand new character that you can turn into a wolf and have, like, ninja-like abilities.
Yep, I remember that.
I used to own it. It disappeared, and this was years ago. When I got it at launch, I was a kid. I remember spending my allowance money on it, but then all of a sudden, when I moved to California, it went missing. And it's one of those games that's hard to find, and I never got a chance to actually complete it myself. That's another game that I am missing from my childhood that I would love to have in my collection.
You gotta write that down.
And after replaying Castlevania 64 on stream, we had so much fun, and I know I'm missing a piece of Castlevania history and lore with the Castlevania Legacy of Darkness.
Time to make a new list.
Absolutely.
On to the community participation. We got a Claire who didn't really have a lot of games that she would want to play on her childhood, but she knows what she doesn't want to play, and that is Silent Hill 1. Because it's too scary and those sirens.
And you know what? She's not wrong. We played it on stream, and those sirens still scared the shit out of me.
And I scare you every time you get a raid with that alert.
Yeah. That is also true.
I implemented that, and it has scared you ever since.
Yep. But it's fun scared. It's fun scared.
Hooah!
RJ. I really enjoyed the platformer called Pandemonium and Revolution X on PlayStation, which was a side-scrolling shooter with licensed Aerosmith content. That actually does sound kind of cool.
I never played either of those games, in all honesty. I don't remember them.
I haven't either. I actually didn't know about it until he pointed it out. And as I'm looking up Revolution X, it actually says right here, 1994 Revolution X arcade old school game with Aerosmith music. This is cool. Holy shit. All right, I'll have to watch that later.
Oh, yeah. Adonna rolling in with Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
You remember that TV show, dude?
Dude, PBS, the live action one,
Dude,
with the acapella group, and I loved that show.
Oh my god, that shit was amazing. An older version in the early 90s had a remake due to the collapse of the Soviet Union. And then she loved an old Windows game called Win, Lose, or Draw.
Wow, she said Windows 3.1 or
She
Windows
mentioned 3.1 Windows. Yeah.
That's...
God damn, Adonna, you old.
Damn, Adonna, you're taking me back to my childhood. That's awesome.
Oh
That's
my
awesome.
God.
Hooah!
Nuggets. A game I used to rent was Bugs Bunny and Taz for the PS1. I never owned it myself, so I only played it during a time I rented it, but I wish I could have bought it. Now, that is actually true, Derp. Even I said something similar. I've rented games that I've always wanted to own, and that's really cool. It's a part of your childhood. If you were a kid and you went to a video game rental place and you picked up a game and thought it was amazing, it's still a part of your childhood. And if you had the ability to find those games now and own them, it's like you reclaimed a part of your childhood. And I like that. I think that's really cool.
And kids of this age will never know that.
No, they won't. These days you can stream them on, you could stream them Netflix style on PlayStation Plus or Xbox Game Pass, or not to mention the last Blockbuster exists in the state of Alaska. You don't go to video rental stores anymore, so you can download them at your fingertips.
I mean, I would too.
I mean, you have Redbox, but I don't like that. I like the experience. I want to go into the buildings. I want to see the games on the shelf. I want to talk to people about it. I want to have the customer experience. You go to a Redbox and it's like,
please insert dick here. Get game.
Here's game, please. Here, would you like a receipt? No, I understand the point is to get a game or a movie on the fly, but that experience sucks. That's why I miss brick and mortar stores where you can go in, have a great time, have an experience, have fun, meet people, and then go home and enjoy the game. It's a lost art. It's a lost art.
Blue.
Am I romanticizing the past? I just miss the simpler times of picking up a video game from a store.
We're old.
I know. I think this is why I love going to retro shops finding video games, because I still get that experience.
Yeah.
But Nuggets, that was fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Bugs Bunny and Taz on PS1, I have played, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh.
Winder.
Oh.
Windra.
Oh.
Fucking Shoko.
Elvis is playing Duck Hunt with his brother.
Aww.
Which Duck Hunt is an amazing game.
Dude, Duck Hunt. I played so many levels of Duck Hunt. I love Duck Hunt.
And you hate that dog more and more every time.
Derp, why haven't they brought Duck Hunt back? Is it because it promotes
They brought him back. Duck Hunt's back.
Well, in Smash Brothers.
Exactly.
But what about an actual Duck Hunt game? That would have been perfect for the Nintendo Wii. Is it because they don't want to promote shooting animals?
Maybe. Who knows?
Dude, Duck Hunt was the shit.
I don't know. They have Big Game Hunter. Dude,
well, that's Cabela's. That they're used to hunting. That's a hunting store. You go into a Cabela's, it's got nothing but bows, arrows, fishing rods, shotgun gear, ghillie suits, and a great cafeteria that sells fudge.
They got Monster Hunter.
Fudge, dude. Fudge.
Really?
Next time you come to California, we're going to take a drive to Reno, Nevada, and I'm going to take you to Cabela's so you can try fudge. I'm serious.
I have Cabela's out here.
What the fuck are you doing? Get off the Cogcast, get in your car, and drive to a Cabela's right now and pick up some fucking fudge because I said so.
Okay, well, bye guys. Gotta go get some fudge.
This has been a great Cogcast. I'll see you guys next week.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Seriously, dude, the fudge is great. Every time we go to Cabela's, that's the first thing we get, me and Arcadian. It's amazing. When we went to Reno to go video game shopping at a couple of retro game stores, before we went back to California, we stopped at a Cabela's and we picked up some fudge.
Bravo.
I'm just saying, it's amazing stuff. You're missing out. You're missing out.
I actually feel I am now.
Elle, I'm sorry you're misplaying Duck Hunt with your brother. I agree that is a game that should be played by all, and I salute you.
I think Blue's drunk on... I think his brain's just broken.
My brain is broken.
Hooah!
Next up, we have our lovely Omega Apex 128, previous guest of Paradigm Gaming Codcast. Honestly, one game I wish I could have played, I've mentioned a few times, is Donkey Kong Country 3. I was only ever able to rent the game, and would have hoped that no one erased my save. Dude, that sucks, because save files always get saved on the cartridges back in the day, and if you rented that game, and you hope that your save file was still there after you returned it to rent it again, oh, I feel for you, man. The second you get that game back and your save file's gone, it's like, oh. That's what happens when you return or when you return a game to a rental store.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
It's okay, Omega. We feel your pain.
Donkey Kong Country 3 was a great game. You know what feature... Do you know what kind of animals were featured in that game? Other than monkeys, of course.
Crocodiles.
Bears.
The bears.
Every shop you go into was a different type of bear. And you know what Donkey Kong Country was made by? It was made by Rare. The bears were made by Rare. Rare Bear. You know where I'm leading to? Banjo-Kazooie on the Nintendo 64. It was a precursor to the future. The future?
Future.
The future. Great Scott. Anyway, I digress.
Marty! And our last but not least, Indy. I have a good majority of my childhood games back. She's rebuilding her NES collection she grew up with. I own the emulation of Zanuck, which is a flying shooter. It's casual, it's fast, and it carries everything from one level to another. If I could go back and give one of my childhood NES games another shot, it would have been the original Final Fantasy. Yeah, that's a great game.
The
I mean, I
original.
don't... Yeah, the original. I had the original. When my parents had the NES, we had the original Final Fantasy. And I'm pretty sure it was in a silver case. I feel that was a thing. Like, every time I think about it, I feel that a silver case Final Fantasy was a thing, but...
Derp, you should look that up. I've never played Xanac before, but that sounds interesting. But for a childhood gaming to give another shot would be Final Fantasy. I highly agree with that. I recommend that. Final Fantasy 1 is a great game. Cheers, Indy. Derp, I have Final Fantasy on Nintendo.
Do you know?
It's not a silver cartridge, though. I also have the remake on the PSP when it was its anniversary. I have Final Fantasy 1 and 2 where they remade the graphics and added CG cutscenes. It's wild and crazy stuff.
Maybe it was not a thing. Maybe that was Zelda. But I'm looking for a silver box or a silver case Final Fantasy 1. And I mean, there's even a huge chance that even if there was one, no one has one anymore. But I'm not seeing it, so I might be completely wrong. It might be Zelda.
Derp Taco is wrong, ong. He's wrong, ong. Derp Taco is wrong, ong. It was zicka, but wrong.
I have no idea what he was just doing.
I have no idea either. I was just rolling with it. I'm still trying to think of that other game from my childhood that I can't think of.
Do you know what system it was on?
I want to say Nintendo 64. There was a time where
Blast Core?
I never owned it and I don't have it, but I did play that and I did love it. There was a time when GameStop first introduced its game trading. Do you remember when GameStop introduced game trading?
Mm-hmm.
The concept sounded cool. It's like trade in the games you're never going to play anymore, get store credit, and then use that credit to get a game that you want. When it first implemented it, this was before they started ripping customers off.
Yes.
You actually got a decent amount for your games. And there was a few games that I remember that I decided, let's test out this trading thing. There's games sitting on my shelf that I haven't played in ages. Let's just do it. I traded in Quake 2 for the Nintendo 64, Yoshi's Story for the Nintendo 64, and I think I might have traded in Legacy of Darkness. Castlevania Legacy of Darkness might have been among those trades. My memories are coming back to me. Holy shit. What game did I buy with all of this money for trade-ins? I don't know.
Jet Force Gemini.
Maybe.
I was joking, but it might be a possibility.
It is. I don't remember. I remember like the trading
or Turok 2.
The trading thing was a big deal, so I traded him in because I wasn't playing these games, and I don't know why I got rid of Castlevania. I want to say I must have gotten rid of Castlevania. I'm an idiot! Anyway,
Blue just had a revelation, guys.
As soon as I traded him in and bought whatever the hell it is that I bought, God, I can't even remember what that was. I just remember what I got rid of. All of a sudden, I had this urge to want to play those games, and I didn't have them anymore. And it sucked. So if there's games that I want to get back from my childhood, that's Yoshi's Story, Quake 2, and Castlevania Legacy of Darkness on the Nintendo 64. Oh, be still my beating heart. I'm so sad right now.
Blue got sad.
You know what's funny? That's not even the games I was thinking about. The third initial game in my head.
You still have not figured out what game that is.
No, I haven't.
3 weeks later.
I remembered it. I remembered it, and it starts with the letter B. I'm not even on the letter B, and I finally remembered it. I remembered it. You ready? Bomberman 64, the original. The original the first Bomberman 64. I used to play that with Sam all the frickin' time. It was you could make it a 4-player co-op game. It was a fun game. It was a lot of fun. It had great music. It was one of the early 64 games out there, and it was just quirky and cute and fun, and I have fond memories as a kid playing that with my brother, and I don't have it. I've been looking for this game, and every time I go into a shop, they've got one. One of my favorite video game shops here in Sacramento has one copy, but it's in Japanese.
Poor thing.
Consoles are region locked back end, so I couldn't be able to do that. It makes me so sad. Bomberman 64. And you know what? While I'm throwing that out there, Bomberman Hero. That's an underrated Bomberman game. That was a side-scroller 3D platformer. No, that wasn't even a platformer, but that game had some of the best techno music ever.
Ever?
Dude, for a Nintendo 64 game, yes. Dude, the theme song to Bomberman Hero on the first level was like this. And then you're throwing bombs and shit, and you're blowing stuff up, and it's like techno music. Here we go, gonna bomb some shit. And you're like, yeah, this game's on. Dude, Bomberman 64 and Bomberman Hero. Those are games that I miss from my childhood, and I want them in my collection right now.
I'm so happy you could remember that.
I feel a lot better getting that out. Oh my god. Sweet. Sweet.
Sweet.
Sweet. Thank you. I feel a lot better now. Thank you.
Good. I'm glad you got that out of your system.
You know what I should do, Derp? I should put up a donation bar on our streams for the summer calling Operation Video Game Recovery, and people can help donate to the fund to get my video games back from my childhood.
I could just picture this being a video of one of those mistreated animals commercials, except it's Blue cradling lost games.
And then you get
in the arms
you get that Sarah McLachlan song.
The angels.
You get that Sarah McLachlan song in the background, and you just get a sad Blue just looking all like,
a tear rolling down his face, a fake tear, while he's cradling an N64.
I miss my games from my childhood. Help me get them back, please. I
hurt.
I should create a promo for that.
If you'd like to help Blue Nile recover his video games from his childhood, please go to www.paradigmgaming.live/recovery for more.
He couldn't even finish it.
I should make that page. I should make that page, and it'll just have a list of games that I miss from my childhood. Help me get my games back, please. I need your help. You're my Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Oh my god, dude.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Oh, on that note. What tabletop games do you like to play or played in the past? This can involve board games, RPG, stuff like D&D, and card games. Tell us what you play away from all the electronics.
Wait. Fuck electronics? What tabletop games do...
Fuck electronics, tabletops.
Okay.
Pen and paper.
Pen and paper?
Cardboard.
3D printing?
Sure. Warhammer, go.
Painting your action figures?
Yes.
Alright. When I was a kid, I did play a lot of board games. Actually, in one of our previous Cogcast episodes, we discussed about gaming as a kid in our past and what we miss. And I remember bringing up that I used to play board games with my stepbrother. We used to play games like Sorry, Trouble, Mousetrap, Chutes and Ladders, that kind of thing.
See, I remember Mousetrap. Mousetrap was a lot of fun.
And then there was Monopoly. There was also Monopoly.
Monopoly.
There was also Monopoly. But when I was a kid, they had a Monopoly Junior.
I never played that one.
It was Monopoly for kids. I liked that one because the entire game took place in a theme park, and you could buy spots around the theme park. And the Canadian money was great too because it was just for kids. It was smaller and cute and shiny, and yeah, I call it Canadian money because it's Monopoly money. Anyway,
sorry, Shoko.
But there was one game that I don't know a lot of people know about that I actually miss playing. The babysitter that my stepbrother and I used to go see who introduced us to the Nintendo, well, he had a bunch of board games too, and there's one particular board game by Milton Bradley that I miss, and it's called Fireball Island.
I don't know that game.
Fireball Island has a volcano in the center, and you take turns trying to get to the center, but if somebody makes the wrong turn, marbles go on the top of the volcano, and the volcano has an evil face, eyes, and a mouth, but as soon as you put the marbles into the volcano, the marbles act as the lava flowing down, and it comes out, it rolls out the mouth and onto the board, and it knocks your players out. It's really cool, it's really fun, and I haven't played it since I was a kid. We were living in Germany, so I want to say I was about maybe 5 or 6 years old. And all I don't remember the details of how the game was played. I just remembered I loved the volcano, and I loved the marbles going down to knock out all of the players in the path of the volcano. And it was cool. It was like the coolest board game ever, because it has a volcano and it's evil and it's gonna get you. That is a game from my past that I missed.
That is glorious.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. December 29, 2019, Fireball Island 80s board game, reignited and restored by Restoration Games. It's a Kickstarter. Somebody's trying to bring this back.
Speaking of it.
That's cool. Yeah, but if you go to the eBay and stuff, there's one guy selling it for $240. There's another guy selling it for $100. This is a hard game to find. That's not something you see very often, but yeah, that game was fun. I loved it when I was a kid.
Nice.
Yeah, board games are fun. That's a rare one. I might be showing my age with that one, because even the internet just said it's an 80s board game. But it's by Milton Bradley, so it's a known brand.
Going back to the super childhood, Candyland.
Nice.
Fucking loved that game, dude.
Candyland
was the shit.
Hell yeah.
And Mousetrap. That was one I played a lot when I was a little kid.
I love building the trap. The trap was fun. They had a bathtub.
It was a pain in the ass to set up, but goddamn, that was fun.
They had a ball that goes through a bathtub and goes down the drain, and it's super
then knocks
cool.
that guy into the bucket to make it way down, and then
it launches him in the air, and he lands into this barrel.
Yeah, that was a well thought out board game.
Yeah, it was intricate. It was fun, and it wasn't too complicated.
It just sucked to set up.
Yeah.
It was like, J.J. Abrams. All of that.
All of the hype and none of the payoff. Not enough lens flare either.
Then, as I get older, my early, I guess 19 to 20, I was actually introduced. I always liked tabletop RPGs like D&D and stuff like that, but I never actually played it. Yeah. And then I got into a session with Riffs.
Oh, okay.
And I actually ended up getting some books and DMing that for the guys in Yelm.
Oh.
For the people in Yelm. And I ended up DMing for them. And that was a ton of fun. And I dumbed down the rules because Riffs is so extensive on the amount of information you can put into that game because of how many rule sets they have in there. Yeah. And it's just, they've thought through every little thing that can possibly be done. So it's very overbearing at times. So I just dumbed it down to make it more simple. But then I did that, and that was a ton of fun. But I did play a little bit of D&D with, I think it was with my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, it was with my cousin and his wife and a couple of his friends from when he worked at Best Buy. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then I fell off of that because I haven't had time, and it's really board games just fell by the wayside until things with Cards Against Humanity and Munchkin and things like that, which are fun. But overall, yeah.
I can't play Cards Against Humanity because every time I do, I end up choking on my own laughter for 3 hours, and I can't stop. I can't breathe, and it's a riot.
Cards Against Humanity is amazing.
It is. You know what game I miss?
What?
Crossfire. Crossfire. You've been caught up in the crossfire.
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 That was
I
the
miss-
best commercial.
Dude, I miss Crossfire. That was a fun game. I actually got it because of the commercial when I was a kid. I'm like, I gotta get that. I gotta get that.
Yep.
That was me as a kid. Mom, Crossfire. I gotta get that.
And in all honesty, that was one of the most boring games you could play.
You just shoot marbles at each other. That's all it is.
If you want to do that, just pick up a thing of marbles and throw it at your friend.
Nah, but this one you have a trigger, Launch it in the air. I don't know.
Then go get Nerf.
It's Nerf or nothing.
Exactly.
So Derp. Dungeons and Dragons, huh?
Dungeons and Dragons.
That's dope.
You say that.
Dungeons and Dragons is dope.
But yeah.
Triple D.
And then recently, like I've always been mentioning lately, Glittrix and Monster of the Week now. And I'm really getting into I feel like I'm just getting into a place in my life where I just want to storytell.
Yeah, you've been saying that.
I don't know. I'm enjoying, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. I've always loved D&D and the worlds.
Well, when you storytell, you get to be creative. You're finding a way to be not only creative, you're creating a world, you're creating a set of people, you're creating a set of events, and you are digging in the back of your own psyche, your own memory banks, your own mind, your own experiences, and you're putting out something that is crazier than you could ever comprehend, and it's exciting. People are responding to it. I love that you're really getting into writing.
And no, it's basically writing, and you can write your own story with it, which is really cool.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy and awesome how Dungeons & Dragons has evolved? Not just as a game itself, but how it spawned off so many other games from it. Yeah. Dungeons & Dragons is the grandfather of tabletop games, and we've got so many amazing things because of Dungeons & Dragons. Respect. Yeah. I got nothing but respect for D&D.
It's glorious, so. And I really do hope that we get you and Gertrude in on a session and play.
One of these years, maybe less than 5.
Less than 2, less than 1.
Maybe I've always wanted to actually give this a go. Every time I've actually attempted to make a D&D run with a few of my friends in the last few years, we couldn't get past one session. So it's like, why am I here? I want to legitimately try it. I worked hard to create a character, and now it's not going anywhere, and now we're not getting in together, and it just felt like a waste of time because I really wanted to put in the effort.
And see, that's a beauty.
I'm ready.
It does not take an hour to make a character in this.
No, it doesn't.
It is very quick, it's very simple, and it works.
But if you want to put in the detail, you can. For example, Adana, 7 pages and beyond.
Though the thing I'm going to note for people, if they do join, it is try to keep it somewhat minimal, but I'm giving Donna an exception because I can work around with what she has already. Or if you do write a backstory, I would just tell me as little as possible, and then you'll get asked questions later, and then I'll play off of it so I can create bad circumstances in present times using your backstory.
Hooah!
But off we go into the wonderful world that is our community.
What tabletop games do you like to play or played in the past?
Blue, go home, you're drunk.
I wish I was.
Good old Foxy. Red Dragon Inn. It's a game I love so very dearly. I haven't been able to play too much, but I have the biggest storage box you can get, and I'm slowly collecting all the cards that are not limited.
Red Dragon Inn.
See,
wow.
I looked into it a little bit, and it's a game. I actually did look into this because I was curious.
Sweet.
What you do is you each get a card or something. I'm going by the basis of what I saw. You get a card that has 2 beads that you put on each side, and then they circle around, and one is, I can't remember what one bead is, but the other one is your sobriety level, and you move it around as you get more drunk, and each character has their own abilities that they can put towards you getting more drunk or gambling off money and such. I don't know the actual full rules, but it's basically gambling and getting drunk.
This sounds epic, dude. I might
But,
need to look into this.
I mean, you don't actually get drunk. It's your character gets drunk.
No. If I'm gonna play this game, I'm gonna live this game.
You're
Fuck
going to live
that.
this game. Okay. Noted. I'm sure everyone likes to play that way.
Hell
But
yeah.
I looked into it, but that's the basis of it, is basically you're drinking and gambling, and the last one standing wins. And each character is like basically a rogue or priest. It's like old standard, fantasy classes, but they have their own benefits to their class that help them win.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool. But basically what I'm hearing is cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's awesome, Foxy. That's awesome.
And I bet Foxy's surprised I actually went up and looked it up.
Yeah, look at you go. Look at you go. Well, Adana also likes D&D. She says, I've had a chance to play 2 D&D campaigns, but they didn't get finished for various reasons, but I enjoyed them. I love board games and card games. Scrabble, Rook, Settlers of Catan, Phase 10, Cards Against Humanity, Risk, Dominoes, Mexican Train, and Chickenfoot. A card game my stepmom taught me called Hand and Foot. My mom was, and my stepmom is, really into games. That's pretty cool. That's a variety right there. That is super cool.
And I know we talk crap about Adana and playing Monster of the Week and writing her many pages, but I'm excited.
I ain't talking crap. I'm celebrating that. I think that's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
That's
No, it's
dedication.
awesome.
That's legit.
She knows I give her shit, but
I know.
she knows I like it.
This was me giving you shit for giving her shit.
Yeah, pretty much. But no,
Full circle, man. Full circle. He's blushing.
Totally. RJ. He's dabbled in a few tabletop RPG systems, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, 5th Edition as well, Apocalypse World Made RPG, and lately Monster Hearts. I've been enjoying less conventional fantasy settings though. I've got a modest collection of board games and a tabletop outside RPGs, and I highly suggest Sentinels of the Multiverse if you want a cool co-op superhero game. Which I might look into that because that sounds like it'd be fun.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool though. Sentinels of the Multiverse. What a name. Wow. Eclair apparently has a tabletop game that literally no one knows.
I'll go with her on this one.
It's called Game of Games. I've never heard of it either. That's pretty cool though. A game that nobody knows. Now that's a rare instance that you have knowledge that nobody else does, and no one can take that away from you. I don't know if that's translated or just created for Hungry, but I love that. And Scrabble too. I was a lonely kid, so I played games mainly with mom and later with my buddy. I liked Taboo, Clue, Ramses II, and more.
And we got L. Loves Cards Against Humanity. Of course. It's L. Of course he loves Cards Against Humanity. I have the bigger, blacker box, of course.
Dude, that box is pretty cool. I played it.
I play dominoes with my family. My mom is oddly competitive at it. And Rummy Cube. Rummy Cube.
Rummikub.
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 He has a Kickstarter game he should be receiving soon that he's looking forward to. It's Muffin Time.
What?
You might want to look it up. I haven't yet. When we were kids, my best friend, my brothers, and sister used to play the hell out of Monopoly until somebody flipped the table, I bet. It's actually how my brothers learned to count, and soon I will be playing Monster of the Week with some awesome peeps. Yes, L, you will be.
Actually, the Kickstarter game that he mentioned, it's Muffin Time. It's a game that Kel and Andrew actually put in money for Kickstarter and showed us a trailer for it, and they're excited to get it and play with everybody, and it looks freaking ridiculous.
Ridiculous good or ridiculous bad?
Yes.
Yep.
It's gonna be a whale of. Yes, exactly. It looks like one of those games that's you're gonna lose brain cells, but you're gonna have a whale of a good time.
Continuing on.
All right. Indigo says, I grew up with parents who are always wanting to play board games. We got board games from a local tag sale every year that were marked down for between $1 to $5. That's not bad. Cheap, easy. What a way to build a collection, right? My family being musicians, we played Humble, which is a game that you sing the song without words, and the other person has to guess. Trivial Pursuit, Uno, Monopoly, Aggravation, and then oldies like Karam, Sorry, Go Fish. In my adult years, it's been a lot of classic card games like War and Shanghai, along with Settlers of Catan and Cards Against Humanity. Many a college night was spent with drinks, food, and laughing our butts off at Cards Against Humanity.
Yes.
as well as many other
That
people share that same
so
story.
many millions of people in the world.
Including this guy right here. Like I said, when I played Cards Against Humanity, choking on my own laughter for hours. That's epic, though. That's awesome.
You do that without Cards Against Humanity.
Dude, Cards Against Humanity, you've never played that game with me before, dude. Ask Arcanian. That takes it to a whole new level that sometimes I have to leave the room because I can't stop laughing. It's crazy how insane that game makes me.
I mean, you are pretty crazy to begin with, so...
I know. Now just imagine that times quadruplet on Cards Against Humanity. And then you have a bluegasm. Oh, that's good.
There you go, a live one. Good God.
Derp, I'm very excited for the Summer of Sequels event. I worked really hard on the promotions for it, but the whole point of the event is to play games. And I'm excited to jump back into the games that we started playing over the last 3 years and finishing off some of the series and continuing where some of the series where we left off. And that's all this is just celebrating games. And what better way to do that than during the summertime? I'm going to be streaming more. I'm going to be doing at least 2 days a week, which is a lot than it's a lot more than I normally do. So more time with Blue, more video games, more retro games, and more fun. Oh God, I just can't wait to get this event started. So that's what I got. Summer of Sequels is here, and I can't wait.
I am extremely, extremely excited to start Monster of the Week with the group. That is going to be the first session. I also do have a second session I'm going to be alternating those week to week. And that one's going to have Nyx and Max in it for now, unless somebody else wants to join in.
Okay. Cool.
I gotta solidify those times though. But anyways, yeah, no, I'm super excited for Monster of the Week.
Hell yeah. I'm very excited for you. I'm loving how much this is growing for you and for this community and for Paradigm Gaming, and I can't wait to hear about more.
Always good to have our Cogcast, dude. I missed that week that we didn't get to do it. I really did. But we got to come back epically. We got to come back epically with Omega. Yeah, that's about it. I got nothing.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to check us out on our channel, twitch.tv/paradigm_gaming_.
Don't forget to check us out on our website at www.paradigmgaming.live. We love you guys, and you will always catch us
at the drop of a paradigm. Yeah!
Yeah!
It's too late. I already pressed record. No, I'm leaving it.
Okay, fine. I just started mine.
Well, by the time you give me your audio,
we still gotta have our standard startup.
Oh,
still gotta have our standard startup.
That's
like
fine. Paradigm Gaming, episode 9, the J.J. Abrams effect. A lot of lens flare.
There you go.
A lot of mediocre endings. He can do the great kickoff for franchises, but man, he doesn't know how to finish. There's no payoff. Great job starting a Star Trek, but terrible job finishing Star Wars.
God damn.
Oh, this is gonna be a great episode.
Yeah, Paradigm Gaming.
It's like what? Dude, we should do a 90s intro. That's something out of In Living Color.
Do what you wanna do.
Paradigm Gaming.